Hi there, today we'll be making a zero waste toothpaste. I have used this toothpaste for more than a month and I think it's working great for myself. So I will be sharing how to make that with you today. Stay till the end because I will be giving you some great alternatives if this thing does not work out for you. Also stay till the end because we will be giving some very important warnings. These are the warnings that I think should be given in every video that suggest how to make zero waste toothpaste, but they unfortunately don't include this, so I think they are very important, so stay till the end. So first let's start with why we should use a zero waste toothpaste. Now we brush our teeth every day and the toothpaste that we use often comes in plastic packaging. Now the plastic packaging usually never gets recycled. A lot of the recyclable plastic never ends up getting recycled and just ends up in the landfills. Now this is one of the easy swaps that you can make. This swap is not that big of a deal. It's you just brush your teeth for 5-10 minutes every day, and this swap is not that big, so you can save a little plastic from going into the landfill by using this thing. So with that being said, let us look into what we'll be needing for today's video. Now over here I have a container, a glass container with a plastic lid. Now a little plastic is better than a lot of plastic, so I will be using this container. If you have plastic container, then that also works great. There is no need to throw out every plastic container you have and get a collection of glass jars or mason jars just to be a zero waste person. If you already have plastic containers in your home, recycle them. If you already have plastic containers in your home, reuse them. That's a very great zero waste move rather than just buying a bunch of new containers. Well, in the container I also have a small spoon and I will be using this to scoop out the amount of toothpaste I need every day. Let us move on to the main base ingredients. So now over here I have baking
soda
and coconut oil. You can go up for extra virgin coconut oil if that's what you prefer, because you will be putting this thing in your mouth. So if it's great, it is best to get the premium quality possible. With that being said, let us see some additives that we have. Over here I have peppermint oil that I will be using in the video. We'll get to why later in the video. Also you can see I have some tea tree oil over here, but I bought this tea tree oil specifically for the toothpaste, but I will not be using that. Why it is we will be including why I am not going to use this in the warning section of the video. With that being said, I will give links to all the products in the description box down below, so you can check all of them out, buy them from the links given down below. Now let us start with making the toothpaste. Well, for making the toothpaste, we will take a container and we will add. For making the toothpaste, the ratio is 2:1. 2 parts of coconut oil to 1 part of baking soda. Now, if you think baking soda is too harsh on your teeth or on your gums, then you can switch baking powder for something like arrowroot powder. That also works great. Now I'll be adding the ingredients into my glass container in the given proper ratio. So I have put nearly 20 spoons of coconut oil into the container. Now I think this spoon is actually half of a tablespoon, but that does not matter because we are going to use the same spoon for adding the baking powder. So now that we have added 20 parts of coconut oil, we will add 10 parts of baking powder in it. A mistake a lot of people do is that they take coconut oil like this, whereas while taking baking powder they just take a heap of it and just create a mountain and just add way too much of baking powder. You don't do that, use the proper ratios. I need 4 more spoons of baking powder. So I'm back and I have added some more baking powder that was required. As you can see, baking powder is not soluble in oil and hence we will be turning this again after refrigerating it or letting this set up for a while. But before we do that, we'll take a peppermint oil and add really small quantity. Really small quantity is very important because essential oils in larger quantity can really be toxic to you. So we'll add really 1 or 2 drops, actually we'll add. Okay, I have added 3 to 4 drops of peppermint oil in this, and we used peppermint oil so that we could get that minty flavor to the toothpaste. We are very used. The minty flavor gives us the freshness and it just seems a little more fresh. Also, peppermint oil has some antibacterial properties and it might just help in the toothpaste. But for the main reason of why I am adding peppermint oil to this is for the minty taste. Now we'll mix this well and let it set for a while in the refrigerator. Now while that is being set in the refrigerator, let us get to the warning section of this video. Now the first one is that this toothpaste does not contain any sodium lauryl sulfate, and hence it would not foam up like your regular toothpaste. You won't have the same texture or the taste as your regular toothpaste. This would rather have a oily texture because the base is oil, and you would not have the same taste. Some people might not like it, some people think it's just disgusting. It is something to keep in mind. Now the second thing is that this toothpaste does not have any fluorides. Now fluorides, according to one article that I read, help remineralize any cavities that you have. So your chances of having cavities reduces if you have a toothpaste that contains fluoride. Also, contrary to what many people believe, fluoride and sodium lauryl sulfate does not cause cancer. It is completely safe. Sodium lauryl sulfate is also edible. Now the third but very important point, and also the reason why we did not add this oil into the mixture, is poisoning from essential oils. Now I see a lot of these videos of people making zero waste toothpaste and they add all sorts of essential oils. They add peppermint oil, they add tea tree oil, they add all the sorts of essential oil you could find, and they never include the warning that I am giving right now. And I think it is very important to include that, because a lot of people think that because essential oils are just in nature and are natural, that means they are safe. Everything that is natural is not safe, and that includes essential oils. Now I read an article of the healthline.com. I will link that down in the description box, and there are a ton of side effects of using tea tree oil, and I just don't want to risk it. I would rather eliminate this from my list, from my ingredient list. With that being said, a lot of essential oils can be toxic and have a lot of side effects and dangerous side effects like seizure. So be sure to consult with the doctor that you have. Be sure to do your own research. And according to what I have read, is peppermint oil is really one of the safest oils you could get, as long as you use it in dilution. So that is why you can look into other oils that are out there. With that being said, let us look into some of the alternatives that you could use if this does not work out for you. The first alternative is toothpaste in aluminum tubes. If you could get toothpaste in aluminum tubes that are completely recyclable, then that is great. Some companies are making them right now for the zero waste movement, and I think that's great. If you could get hands on them, I could not, so I'm going to go with this, and this thing works for me. A lot of the aluminum tubes that were available earlier had plastic lining, so they were not 100% recyclable. So before you buy a toothpaste in aluminum packaging, make sure that it is 100% recyclable. The second alternative that you could use if this does not work for you is that you could get the dental tabs or dental tablets. Now you could get dental tablets in glass bottle, you could get dental tablets in aluminum containers, both of which are 100% recyclable, and some people do not like the texture of the dental tabs, but it works wonders for others. You can just look into the different options. These are the two most popular options that I think are out there in the market right now. If you have any other options, just leave them down in the comment section below and I will check them out. So what is the conclusion? Should you make the toothpaste or should you not make the toothpaste? Well, here's what I think. I think that if you plan on making the toothpaste, be 100% sure about the ingredients. Do your own research, consult your own doctor. Just be sure about the essential oil thing. Also, the next thing that I would like to suggest you is that if you are going to try with a small quantity. I made this big batch after using it for 1 month actually. So if you are going to try making this toothpaste, be sure to try it in a small quantity. I suggest that you make toothpaste that's only worth like 3-4 days. So if you think you should change something, or if you think that this does not work out for you at all, then you're not wasting a lot of toothpaste. So yes, those are the two things that I think you should keep in mind before if you decide to make this toothpaste. As always, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you learned something new, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also comment down below what do you think of the toothpaste, and if you have any alternatives or suggestions, I am open to any suggestions, so leave them in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching.